Good morning from right here in beautiful Mil Cascadas, or as the sign says, Las Granadas y sus Mil Cascadas. And isn't it lovely to be doing this in late October, and we're in waterfalls and rivers, and maybe going to do some swimming. I've got my swim trunks on. Whether they will go to use or not, we'll see. We'll see how we feel. But this is a place that we came a couple of months ago for our first time together as a hike. That is to say, Eric and I. And that was in the dry season. There's always water here, but these waterfalls are more abundant at this time of year. This is not the full, because we're kind of at the end of the rainy season now. That guy said it's drying up a little bit, right?
Yeah, he said like
not as
10
abundant.
days ago it was like the maximum they get.
Yeah, so the water is dying down because we haven't had rain here for almost a week or so. And so when is this? So the water level of some of the waterfalls, I think the waterfalls will still exist, just not as abundant as they were. The guy said 10 days ago they were at their maximum peak. We should see one waterfall, should be the first one we see that didn't exist when we were here 6 months ago, whatever it was, 7 months ago. I don't know when it was. I think it was in April. It didn't exist. That should be minging now. That should be a fantastic waterfall. There we are. And there's essentially nobody here. Oh no, there's a couple of people there. They got a nice restaurant here. Look at this, and it's supposed to be like 32 or 33 degrees Celsius today, so nice and hot. All right. Look at all these tents. I was just saying to Eric, we've already seen more people or more signs of life here today in the first 3 minutes than we have when we were here the whole day 6 months ago. Look at all these nice banana trees. Oh, there's some bananas there. Oh, I see a bunch of them. Some up there too. Whoops. No, this is not the way, is it?
This used to be a bar restaurant.
I know, yeah, this is the way. Yeah.
So that is
Yeah, I remember and we go down over here. What is that, sheep? A couple of sheep there? Look at all these empty booze bottles over here. Or they're not empty, they're full of something. Put water, I guess. Go over here. None of this water was here when we were here 6 months ago. All of this is the rainy season waterfalls. All down there, all that. This was all dry. We walked around there 6 months ago. That's why we wanted to come in the rainy season. It's almost like two different places. Yeah, this is all new. We didn't see it. This didn't exist 6 months ago. This is why we came right this time of year. I think in another week or two, I don't know if they would be totally dry. Oh, this is fantastic. Doing a little bit of work here. Look at that. Amazing, no?
Yep. That's great.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, it's very, very wet. I'm getting quite wet here. Another one. These didn't exist when we were here those months ago. These were totally dry. Unreal, huh? The difference? A little bit slippery around here. I don't know if I can make it across there. I think I have to stay here and look through all these vines. That's pretty cool. Bajada.
It gives a bit of vertigo, this view.
Yeah, that's a long way down.
Yep.
None of this existed when we were here 6 months ago.
Yep.
Totally dry. Unbelievable how different it is. Look at all up there in the jungle. This is Mil Cascadas. I think in the dry season they should change the name to like 150 Cascadas. But Mil Cascadas is maybe appropriate in the rainy season. So continuing to make comparisons between now and 6 months ago. When we came 6 months ago, we were walking along here and there was no water coming over the edge here. That little tiny waterfall was there, but it was far less white, and this water was not as white. And the water is actually pretty good. It's 6 months ago the water was crystal clear. But it's still nice and colorful now. It's a little bit opaque, which I expected, but it's still pretty good. The next waterfall. Oh, big one here. Oh, very impressive. Oh. camera lens is getting covered in mist. I think this is not swimmable. Oh. Do you remember this one? No, we didn't swim. We walked across these rocks and went to a higher one up there.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep.
I remember walking across these rocks. Ah, this is the one we were just talking about. This is the one that we swam.
Okay, yeah.
There's that little cave there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This is my favorite one. We spent a lot of time swimming in here last time. There's a small cave right there that is now completely invisible because the water is so abundant. Like 6 months ago, it was very visible. It's so amazing. And also this, some guys were here with some sacks of concrete or cement, and they were building that retaining wall. Is that a retaining wall? I don't even know. Who am I, Bob the Builder? Some kind of wall. Amazing. I don't know if I would swim in this today. It's a little bit choppy. We'll see. I think 6 months ago, I think you could walk. I don't think there's, I think that that was that tree that's fallen across. I think it was kind of the edge of the water. I don't remember exactly. But, have I mentioned before how much more water there is this time? Some still water here. I'll take the river down to Stillwater and ride a pack of dogs. Who knows what song that is? I gotta get down here. I kind of need 2 hands here. There we go. Oh, nice down here. I don't think we came down here last time. We didn't come down here, no?
You cannot go far. You can maybe walk.
No, but wait, I don't think we walked down this part here before. Seems new. My backpack is stuck. Now we're going down again. This is something new. This is the final pool, but we've never, and well, Eric and I, when we came here once, and when I've come here other times, always come to it, but never from this side. We've always been on the other side. So it's a new angle. And this is as far as we've always gone. Maybe we can try to go farther down the river. I feel like you can't though, otherwise I would have. Oh, this is huge.
Yeah,
Look at this.
yeah? Very big.
And look at how little of that rock is sticking up out of the water.
Yep.
6 months ago, it was what, like a meter lower?
And I had the feeling that it was like in the middle of the pool. Now you see like very close to the waterfall.
Yeah, this big rock was much more visible. It's only sticking out maybe 80 or 90 centimeters out of the water. Last time it was, the water level was considerably lower. And also another big difference is the waterfall looks shorter, way shorter, because the pool is higher. Huge difference. Wow, what an amazing difference. That last waterfall that we saw, that I said was the last spot, the reason we came to it from that side was because normally we cross here to the other side of the river. You cross here, but obviously that's impossible. There's no way you're walking across that today. That water's, but it's not very deep, but it's very strong. There's no way I would try to walk across that. But so normally you would cross here and then go up there, and then the final pool is over here. And also last time we went up here, one of these waterfalls. Can't access that today. It's far too dangerous, I guess. In anticipation of swimming, I did bring the GoPro. But the swimming didn't happen. I wore, as I showed at the beginning, I did wear my swim trunks, also expecting to swim, or at least hoping to swim. But despite the fact that it's like I said, it's supposed to be 32 or 33 today. It's not quite that hot yet. It's only 12:25 in the afternoon. And the water here, it's not the coldest, but it is a little bit cold and a little bit choppy. I don't know if there probably would have been one or two pools that would have been nice to swim in, but if this were my only opportunity to ever come to Mil Cascadas, I definitely would have gone in, but I can wait a couple months and it's going to be 40 degrees. And look at this great restaurant, I guess you would call it, eatery. You know, when you live in a place like this and the weather's like this pretty much all year, you can pick and choose. So we'll come back here again in a couple of months, and when it's really hot and the sun gets higher and much more suitable for swimming. Some of the water levels were a little bit high. So that's it, we're back at the entrance. That was a pretty short day. When you don't swim, it's a short day. Yeah. That was, I think, no more than 2 hours.
I got names.
Ah, they do have names for the... I gave them names today. Oh, look at that. I don't know where we started. We started here. And... oh, these names suck. I gave them way better names than that. Oh, cool. Alright, so that is all. Didn't see anybody except as we were coming up just a couple of minutes ago. We saw a group of maybe 20 or 30 people. Heard them speaking. Eric said he thought he heard Polish. Amazing that people, this is a really out of the way place. Like, people don't really come here. We've been talking about this a couple times today. Eric was in Indonesia. And he said, like, he saw places, you said there weren't even not even as good as this, right?
No, way less.
And there would be like thousands of people.
Yep.
Or hundreds of people. And then you have this great place, and other than these last couple of minutes when we saw these people going down, we didn't see one single person. And I didn't mention, but the cost to get in is 230 Mexican pesotes. So I'm glad that it's not the tourist destination that these places in Indonesia, Thailand, whatever other countries that have these kind of exotic, jungly waterfalls. I'm happy that we don't have to deal with that, which would include much higher prices. All right, so that is all from Las Granadas y las Mil Cascadas. We might be off hiking for a couple of months. We'll see. All right, but that is all from here. Thank you. See ya.